and you have wire come out. The gas is actually pushing out forward, okay, and with the wire, so it is actually helping that weld get very hot, all right, so that it breaks it down into a plastic stage. When it breaks it down into a plastic stage, that's when you start actually working that metal together, all right, and it comes together. The welder is in charge of the actual weld. So when you pull the trigger and you're down here and you've got your helmet on and everything, number one, you need to figure out where you're going with it. All right? How far am I going? I got to make sure I stay on the line. I got to get nice and comfortable. Being comfortable is the main focus of welding. You got to be comfortable. Certain ways, certain kids do different things, you know, to get comfortable whenever you're doing a job, whatever you're doing. Okay? Just like watching TV. Some guys may lay down and watch TV. Some sit up. Some lay on their stomach. With welding, it's the same exact way. You've got to be comfortable when you're welding because you got to know where you're going with it. All right? So, the way I do is I make sure that I've got my ground hooked up. The only thing about this is the table is a little weird, but I make sure I put my hand down and see where I'm going to be going with the actual weld. When I pull that trigger, I strike it up, and then I start moving back and forth. Now, you can move it back and forth like this, or back and forth like this, or cut a horseshoe in half. And we'll get into that later on, okay? I'm just trying to explain something about welding so that you'll know this is what basically it is, okay? Now, MIG welding pays about $15 to $20 an hour. I've already had the people call me, want to know if I've got some guys that have actually graduated high school and they need a job. Okay? Now, it's not a lot of money, but it's good to start out for a job. Okay? And stick welding. When you're doing pipe, stick welding is a different type of welder. Completely different. It could be a generator type welder, or it could be a electric type welder.